So who's ready to practice? Huh? You? Welcome to the video. Beatdown Brown here. You guys know who I am. And if you don't, I'm Beatdown Brown. And I'm continuing my mission today to help you develop the best hands possible. Through this entire year, I'm going to be giving you some really cool hand exercises, things that you can do, whether you're working on your traditional grip or your match grip or whatever you're doing. I'm going to help you guys develop the best hands possible. Today, we're going to get into a really simple exercise. It's one of my go-to exercises while I'm sitting on the couch. And we're just going to be playing single strokes. That's it. Nothing fancy, no crazy fancy rudiments, nothing. Straight single strokes. So, grab a practice pad, pair of sticks, come back here and join us, and let's work out together. Okay, so we're going to do two really simple exercises, two separate ones. I'm going to do one for intermediate drummers. Second one's going to be for advanced drummers. Or you can do them both. They're both super beneficial and really effective. And like I said, they're my go-to exercises while I'm just sitting on the couch, watching TV, kind of zoning out. The main goal with these exercises are going to be to help you develop control and clarity in your singles so that when you go to apply it on the drums, they're going to be nice and clean. All right, so this exercise, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing straight 16ths and 16th note triplets. And we're going to be back and forth between the two, a bar at a time, all right? So one bar of straight 16ths, one bar of 16th note triplets. We're going to do that for 5 minutes. So basically, it's just going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. We're going to be working with a tempo of 110 beats per minute. That's a really cool sort of jogging pace for this type of thing. It's good for endurance. And the other reason, of course, is that speed does not matter. We're not trying to develop speed here. We're trying to develop control. We want to get the sticks nice and comfortable. We're trying to get this thing happening for you traditional grip players. We want to get that cradle nice and firm. And we're just trying to get you to relax, pace yourself, and work on just really cleaning up your singles. All right, so let's hit it. Got my stopwatch here. We're going to start this thing. 5 minutes, it's going to be give or take a few seconds. I'll give you 10 seconds lead-in time, I guess, before we get started. Sticks in hand, and here we go. Starting with straight 16ths and then 16 triplets. Just follow me. And here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing that you're going to notice is I'm playing the quarter note pulse with my right hand. Try to do that if you can. It's just going to help with your subdivision awareness. Keep the hands totally relaxed. And again, focus on moving the stick from the wrist and not using the fingers. We'll do the fingers some other time. Traditional grip users, again, keep that stick right in the cradle. One way to really get into this is to just feel the loop. I use the halftime thing because you can really, act like you're playing music. There's a less of a tendency to rush with halftime feel. Two minutes left. Shouldn't be any tension at all anywhere. This should feel super easy. And if it doesn't, don't worry about it. As the muscles start to develop, the more often you do this, the easier it's going to become. Groove it out, man. Like you're playing your hi-hats or something. Almost there. Got about 15 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And that's it, man. It's as simple as that. Single strokes, one of the most effective practice pad exercises that you can do. It's going to be the most practical of all of the rudiments in the entire spectrum. When it goes to playing, snare fills, tom fills, things like that. Single strokes are kind of like the push-ups of rudiments. You know what I mean? It's dead basic, but super effective with a lot of benefits. So, if you want to move on with me, let's go to the advanced part of this exercise. All right, so for this one, it's going to be the same idea. We're going to be working with a different tempo and 2 different note values. So this time, we're going to start with 16th note triplets, and then we're going to go into 30 seconds for the second bar. All right, so 1 bar 16th note triplets and 1 bar of straight 30 seconds. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, for like that. All right, so get those hands nice and loose. This time we're going to be working with 85 beats per minute. That's a nice, comfortable jogging pace for when you're playing those 30-second notes. Stick with it for as long as you can. Like if you don't last the whole 5 minutes, don't worry about it. Plenty of you out there probably will, but those 30-second notes can wear you out after a couple of minutes. So just try to keep up with it as much as you can. If you need to take a break, take a break. That's all good. So here we go. Hands in position. Going to start this thing, and I'll count you off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, Playing that pulse again. Traditional grip. I'm holding that stick firmly in that cradle. And I'm focusing on wrist rotation and not so much fingers. Now the benefit of this, if you can imagine when you're playing fills across your toms, those 30-second notes that we're playing, that'll make a really nice fill. So you work on the mechanics here. So when you take it to the toms, it's nice and clean. Keep those hands nice and relaxed. No tension at all. And again, just pretend you're playing music, man. Like to me, this feels really good. This is really going to strengthen that cradle for your traditional grip users. And it's also going to get that match grip in shape. Less than a minute. Almost there, man. 10 more seconds. Maybe 15. One, two, three, and stop. So there you go, man. 2 really simple single stroke exercises. 2 of my favorites that I do all the time. They've done wonders for my hands, and they'll do the same for yours. Thanks for watching this video. Patrons, if you are a Patreon member and supporter of my Patreon, you'll be able to download these 2 drum loops for free on my Patreon page. You can take them, use them whenever you feel like using them. If you don't feel like just using a boring, you know what I mean? You can throw that loop on, play along with it. I'll make them longer than 5 minutes in case you feel like going longer too. Happy sticking. Share this video if you dig it. Like, subscribe. See you next video.